In the whole time I've lived here, I've never seen anything like this.
Ellen Friesen has been watching the water for days. Out there, submerged, is the Sumas Prairie on the eastern edge of Abbotsford.
The fact that we can see it unfold in front of us, out our window, that was crazy. So many of our friends live on the Sumas Prairie. That's where we attend church, that's our community there, and that's who I was worried about.
People like Erica McCauley. Erica's home is out there in what state she doesn't really know. As the water rose higher and higher, she and her husband, along with their 3 kids, were forced to abandon it.
And at that point, we knew we had about 15 to 30 minutes to pack and go. By the time we left, things were starting to rise faster, that like we couldn't turn around. I just wanted to get the kids in the vehicle and get out. I was more frightened than I thought I would be.
What were you frightened of?
If you have children, everyone's worried about that you'll lose your children.
That night, Erica and her family slept on the floor of a McDonald's in a strip mall, completely surrounded by water.
Okay, I don't think we can...
The next day, when they were finally rescued, Ellen opened her doors to them.
I was just thrilled that we got them here, but they walked in with a backpack. I mean, and I realized that's all they had time for. I can cook for them, I can support them, and that I'm so glad we can do that.
Do you know where our house is?
Yeah.
Yeah, straight ahead.
Way out there. As a human being, if you have a heart, how could you not? I feel like this is the least I can do.
Erica tells me she doesn't know what she would have done if Ellen hadn't helped her.
This is the help we need. Mostly it gives us space to actually breathe and think things through. We've seen an incredible amount of people with huge heart, and I want our community to remain a united community that understands what it means to suffer together.
And that's the sense you get all over Abbotsford, that in a way everyone has been affected by the floods. Take Jeff London and his friends. Their houses are safe and dry, but they're still here filling bags with sand.
We work all day out in Surrey and just down here helping out today.
So you finished your regular job,
Yeah,
and then you came here to help out.
yeah.
How come?
People need it. Yeah, why not? One day maybe somebody will do it for me.
And that's the thing. When a disaster strikes, we all wonder when it might hit us. Dean Reinprecht tells me that when the flood came, he had to do something. And now he's been here so long he can barely lift his arms.
It's been quite emotional, just people kind of driving by, and a lady came by earlier and dropped off like 15 bags of lunch she made at home by herself, and like just that alone just gets you so pumped.
What does it do for you to help?
It just feels way worse sitting at home and thinking that there was something I could have done. What it does for me is, all I can say is I'm just grateful. Yeah, it just makes me feel grateful to get the opportunity to help. Yeah.
An opportunity to help is what everybody seems to want. Take a look at this place. It's non-stop, people bringing supplies to help those affected by the floods.
How about pasta sauce?
Alicia McCallum is the organizer.
Somewhere you see this room fill up and get emptied out into trucks to go deliver to people, and then within minutes filled up again. It's unbelievable.
You're smiling in the middle of a disaster.
Because of this has brought so much hope, and just to see a community rally together when there's such a need, it brings a smile to my face to see how much people care about other people.
Belle Thielman tells me she couldn't imagine being anywhere else today.
My kids ditched school today to come here because I think it's just really important for, I want to raise them to help people in the community instead of just worrying about themselves all the time. It's really important to me.
I got to package a bunch of food for people, and I learned that it's like better to give to people than to receive. I think I'll remember this day for years to come.
For Felix's mom, being here is about more than food and supplies. For her, the town is sending a message to those who need help.
It's going to show them that they do have people behind them, even though they may feel alone, that they've lost everything, that there are people here that care for them and just want the best for them, want to help them.
The flood brought destruction and despair here. But it also brought out the reality that to make it past all that, people have to fight together.
Seeing the sun today is hopeful. Is like, okay, this is a break, this is good. I hope that when this is finished, I hope that as a community, as a city, that we won't forget this, that we will be more empathetic, that we will be kind people after this, even when the water is gone. Like, I hope that we will remember.
Nick Purdon, CBC News, Abbotsford, British Columbia.